are you today?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Very good, thank you. I'm Nicole. I'm a admissions representative for Texas Wesleyan.
Nolan.
Nolan, it's nice to meet you, Nolan. Are you a student here at TCC?
Yes, I have been for the past 2 years.
Oh, awesome. Have you thought about what you're going to do when you leave here? Are you getting pretty close?
I've started to think about it, but I'm still kind of on the edge. I've been looking at either like a business degree or possibly going into psychology.
Business, that's awesome actually. You can get really far doing stuff like that, you know? Well, have you looked at universities that you might be interested in?
I've been looking at some of the bigger state universities like Texas State and like Texas Tech and stuff like that.
Have you thought about staying local, or are you set on relocating?
You know, my family would like me to stay local, but I kind of grew up in a big school atmosphere, so I've been looking at that, but I'm open to any options.
Okay, well, again, I'm from Wesleyan, and have you heard of us before?
Not really. The main school in TC that I know of is, or in Fort Worth, is TCU.
Right, yeah. Well, we're actually not too far from TCU. We're a smaller university. It's a private Methodist university in Fort Worth, and one of the things that we pride ourselves on is the fact that we are a lot smaller than some of these big universities. So when you go, people know who you are. You know, you get more recognition than you do at those bigger schools. And we have smaller classroom sizes that cater to you. The professors get to know you. They understand your needs, and then they help you. And when you're in those larger school settings, it's cool. I mean, TCU is a great school. Tech, Texas State, they're all really great schools. Wesleyan's just as good. I mean, the degree will get you far, but the thing is you'll get to know people, and that's what's most important. And they'll help you, you know, move forward towards your career and everything. So, are you interested maybe in learning a little bit more? I know it's not what you were looking for, but...
Yeah, I'm completely interested. Just anything, a lot of it depends on, like, financial aid and that kind of stuff, just where I can get to with the kind of money situation that I'm in.
Sure, yeah. And our costs, we actually have on our website a tuition calculator. No two students pay the same tuition. It's all customized. You know, we have a great athletics department. There's ways you can get scholarships in there. We have academic scholarships, and we actually also offer a transfer scholarship for students that are coming with an associate's degree. So there's not a set rate. One of the other benefits we have is a block tuition rate. So between 12 to 18 hours, whatever you take, it's going to be the same price. So you can actually get more for your money if you have the opportunity to take extra classes. So, do you do anything sports-wise or anything like that?
Well, I played baseball in high school and I was pretty good, and I actually had a few offers to go places, but just the financials of going there wasn't going to work out, so I just ended up going to TCC. Definitely look into walking on it at Wesleyan if it would help me out. We can actually,
I have a lot of information with me, and I can actually get you a schedule for some of our tryouts. If you want to go try out, there is a possibility that you could even get an athletic scholarship for Wesleyan. So, I mean, it's great. It's never too late, you know, and we'd love to help you do that.
Okay, and what is the deal with like on-campus living? Because I've been looking at like getting an apartment or possibly living on campus, just depending on what would be the most economical for me.
Sure, yeah. We have lots of students that live on campus. We have a couple of different dorms, and they come with meal packages. So you can eat on campus anytime. If you're between classes, you can stop by our sub or our cafeteria and eat. But we do also have a lot of students that commute. You know, if you do decide to stay here and you're staying with your family, we have opportunities for commuters also. So whatever's easiest for you. But again, that's more information that I have here for you to look at and decide what's best for you.
Okay. What are like the best degrees that y'all offer? Do you have any idea on that kind of thing, like where y'all specialize in?
I personally, just to kind of give you a little bit of experience, I graduated from the School of Business, and that's where my heart's at. We have other different departments depending on what you're interested in, but I would say overall that our business school is probably what we're best for. There's different avenues that you could go through, like management, marketing, finance, different stuff like that. Whatever you feel like your niche is. Each student that comes through gets an advisor, depending on what they're interested in. And if you're not sure right away, it's just as easy as talking to an advisor and transferring to an area that you're more interested in. And that's why I said, we are a smaller university. We will cater to you. You're not going to wait an hour and a half to talk to somebody about what you want to do. And if at any time there's a concern or you want to change it, we'll do that for you. It's your education, not ours. So that's something that we want to customize. And the advisors are very good at guiding you through, the process.
And what exactly are the advisors there to help me with? Is it hard to get into contact with them if I need anything, or do they get back in touch with me? Because I know at TCC sometimes it's very hard to get in with my advisor, considering there's so many students that are going there that you have to have an appointment, and if you just try to walk in, it just doesn't work out like that there.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because that's one of the biggest concerns of some of our prospective students. But our advisors, they're not in overload. They have a set amount of students, and they're easy to keep in contact with. They have sign-up sheets for personal visits on their door. You're not going to go see a different advisor all the time. It's your one specific advisor. We even actually, in our business school, have advisees and advisors posted on a board. So, you know who they are. For example, my senior year, I switched from accounting to finance. And my advisor changed. I knew him like I knew any of my professors. And it was just kind of funny to me, because you would think that the relationship would be different, but it wasn't. It was just as personal as it was, with a professor or even a student for that matter. I mean, they cater to you. They're very attentive. And again, as I said earlier, they just want to do what's best for you, and they're genuine about it. And it's unique. That's one of the things that sets Wesleyan apart. And so at any time you can call, email, show up at their door, as long as they're not with somebody else, they'll be there for you.
And just since you are actually a graduate of Wesleyan, what would you say was your favorite thing about it? Like, from a student's perspective, what did you enjoy most about the school?
Honestly, what I enjoyed most was how small it was. And, I left and came back to school, and I didn't go straight out of high school. So I wasn't really used to the socialization and everything again. When I came in, it was so easy to get to know the person next to me. I had an overlap with, people in different classes. It wasn't different faces in every class that I took. And so it was nice how intimate it was. And then I got more recognition. I didn't know anybody. And in the business world, it's who you know. Or even any job field, it's really who you know is a big part of it. And I got to know the people higher up just from being myself, just from talking to people and doing the work, And I got a lot of recognition that I wouldn't have gotten if there were 100 other students in the classroom. So that's what I love about it, and I say it with conviction, because that's important for everybody. Some people just don't take the initiative or even understand that until after the fact. And so our goal is to get you your education, an optimal education, and then get you a job when you graduate. Our career services department does that. They help set you up. They contact you, and post different jobs for you so that you have that opportunity when you graduate, and you're not just sitting around with a degree. So.
Okay. And I do have one more question as well.
Yeah.
I know at TCC they have programs to help with studying and tutoring and that kind of stuff, because sometimes I struggle keeping up with my schoolwork,
Right.
and I just run out of time, and sometimes I don't completely understand what the professor's talking about in the class.
Yeah.
And I need somewhere that I can go where people can help explain, and I can just get a little bit more hands-on work. Does Texas Wesleyan have something like that?
That's actually a really great question. Our library, we have a student center, and we have tutors in there available all the time. You can set up appointments if you want to. It's completely free. You're not paying for that extra help. It's just open to you. Whenever you're ready to come in, they'll be there to help you. And a lot of places don't offer that. That is one thing that kind of makes us unique on top of everything else I've mentioned. But yeah, we have that available for you. So it sounds like you're pretty interested. I mean,
well, y'all do seem to have a lot of things that would interest me, and you never really mention what's the price range that I would be looking at without financial aid. somewhere, and it being a private university is probably a little bit more expensive than state schools.
Mm-hmm.
But also I know from like friends and stuff, they've gotten more financial aid at private universities than they have at state schools. Like,
Yeah.
so what do you think I'd be looking at if I was not able to get any financial aid?
I'm going to be completely honest. I would be shocked if you paid complete tuition without some sort of financial aid, because 98% of our students are there on some kind of scholarship, financial aid, something. If you didn't, though, we're a private university. Tuition rates are higher at private schools than they are at state schools, but we're still lower than the average. It's $22,000 a year, and that varies depending on your scholarship opportunities or financial aid. And again, I would be really surprised, if you are doing well academically, you transfer in with an associate's degree. I'd be really surprised if that didn't work out for you. But again, our tuition estimator online, you can actually go now and calculate roughly what it would be. And that's not counting if you try out for baseball or something like that. So it's customizable, and that's something that if we can go ahead and set up a time for you to come in and take a tour and everything like that, we can answer all of those questions more specifically for you.
Okay, well, that sounds good, and you've been very helpful in the information that you've provided.
Yeah, definitely.
And I will definitely look into when there's a time that I can come in and take a tour of the campus, and look into the programs that y'all offer and all that kind of stuff. And also, I might as well, it can't hurt anything to apply and make sure that I get accepted, because you can never apply to too many schools.
Oh, no.
And see how everything works out, and stay in touch.
All right, well, I have some more information right here for you, and you can just take a look at this. My card and everything's in there. So we have tours daily, so you can come up anytime you want. It works for us, okay? If you have any more questions, then feel free to contact me directly.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Nolan. It was really good. It was really good to meet you.